Good day, students. You are welcome to LODS lecture series for GST 112, Philosophy and Logic. This video is for study session 1, that is the nature and subject matter of philosophy. After you must have studied this session, you should be able to identify and discuss the controversies surrounding the various attempts to define philosophy. And 2, you should be able to provide possible definitions and conceptions of philosophy from the ancient through to the contemporary period. What is philosophy? This study session is to intimate you with the controversy associated with attempts to define philosophy. There is no univocal definition of philosophy. There are different definitions given by different notable philosophers such as Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Ludwig Wittgenstein, Bertrand Russell, among others. The only common elements in most of the definition is its posture as a critical inquiry into the nature of things. Etymologically, philosophy has been traced to two Greek words, philo and sophia, which means love and wisdom respectively. From this, philosophy can be defined as love for wisdom. As love for wisdom, philosophy does not claim to be wisdom, but a constant and persistent search for wisdom. This search for wisdom presupposes a critical attitude. In their search for wisdom, philosophers do not take any received opinions as knowledge. Opinions are subjected to critical examinations, and only those which survive the critical test are qualified to be held tentatively until they are confronted by superior opinions. Philosophy has also been defined as a no man's land between science and theology. It is like science because it engages in critical understanding of the world, and like theology because it inquires into the world beyond self-experience. It differs because of its critical nature from science, which uses empirical examination and experimentation to study the world. It differs from the theology, which relies on faith and is mainly concerned with the world beyond our sense experience. Philosophy is also defined as a gadfly because it is a discipline that keeps human beings always on their toes in respect of received opinions. In various ways, philosophy has been defined as the attitude and skills for thinking critically about the world and the universe. Now, there are different concepts of philosophy. Going by the fact that there is no univocal definition of philosophy, attempts are made by scholars to capture the definitions by classifying the different ways of doing philosophy under some conceptions. For instance, there can be the Socratic conception of philosophy, according to which philosophy should be critical and philosophers must live by examples, be moral exemplaries, be ready to stand by the truth, and should not be dogmatic, and so on. This conception is usually associated with Socrates and Plato. Then B, we have philosophy as contemplation, according to which the philosophical questions and answers are open-ended. Philosophers are citizens of the universe, versatile in the knowledge of the whole world, and do not believe in the compartmentalization of knowledge. This is usually associated with Bertrand Russell. And C, we have philosophy as analysis, according to which philosophy should be contented with linguistic clarification and conceptual analysis. This is represented by Wittgenstein's idea of philosophy as a method of therapy. Then we have D, the philosophy as the unit of theory and practice, according to which philosophy can be seen as a way of uniting theory and practice to enable us make the world better than it is. Examples can be found in the Marxist 11th thesis in his critique of Feuerbach and the earlier idealists and materialists. The first and the second, the A and B, are similar in their view concerning the possibility of the use of philosophy to effect changes in the society. And they are both different from C because it merely calls for conceptualization, analysis, and linguistic clarification. However, the last one, D, unites the three of them. This is the end of this study session. Thank you for listening. Bye.